Moi, personnellement, je pense qu'on devrait commencer à parler du doctrine Trudeau, comme le doctrine Monroe, qu'on connaît tout, le doctrine américain qui disait que Washington avait le droit d'ingérer dans les pays en Amérique latine pour des centaines d'années. On sait que le doctrine Monroe était initialement, c'était présenté comme une doctrine anti-impérialiste, même quand c'est devenu clairement une doctrine impérialiste. Et c'est la même chose avec la doctrine Trudeau. La doctrine Trudeau dit qu'on soutient la constitution vénézuélienne. Ça dit qu'on soutient la démocratie, ça dit qu'on regroupe des gouvernements sans le hégémon, sans Washington, le soi-disant Lima Group, où le Canada est derrière, qui est vraiment le grand joueur derrière ça. Mais en effet, on sait que le Canada est en train de soutenir le renversement de la constitution vénézuélienne. On sait que le gouvernement Trudeau est en train de jouer avec Washington pour renverser le gouvernement vénézuélien. Et je sais, on n'en parle pas assez souvent, et je vais rentrer un peu dans ces détails. Le Canada, dans les dernières années, au moins 2 ans, ça fait au moins 2 ans que le Canada est en train de conspirer avec l'opposition. The Canadian government has, for at least 2 years, since Leopold Lopez's wife came to visit Ottawa in May of 2017 as an emissary, Leopold Lopez being the head of the Voluntad Popular Party, the political party of Juan Guaido. Since Trudeau had that meeting 2 years ago, it's very clear that the Canadian government has been conspiring with the opposition in Venezuela for this attempted or slow motion coup attempt that we see playing out. And Canada's role in this is it's literally at every different level, from the level of bringing Venezuela to the International Criminal Court. That the only time a government in the history that one member state has brought another member state to the International Criminal Court is the Venezuelan government. All of the human rights violations we've seen in the last 10, 15 years, the only government in the world is the Venezuelan government that has been brought by another member state. We have Canada spending millions of dollars in supporting opposition groups in Venezuela. We have Canada organizing the Lima Group, bringing together diplomatic countries all around the world to try to overthrow the Venezuelan government. We have Trudeau making phone calls to more than a half dozen leaders around the world, the head of the IMF, the head of the European Union, a whole bunch of countries, calling on them to join this campaign against Venezuela. We have this right now, today, we have this whole attempt to bring aid into Venezuela as a PR stunt to undermine the Venezuelan government, as a way maybe to elicit some sort of pretext for foreign invasion. Well, who's been the biggest contributor? The biggest announcer of aid to Venezuela was our government, $53 million a couple of weeks ago. That aid is not designed to help people. That aid is, of course, designed to overthrow the government. So when we talk about this coup in Venezuela, Canada is right at the center of it. And Justin Trudeau's government, they're talking about, if you look at some of the language they refer to, Christian Freeland refers to it as our neighborhood. That's why we're intervening. Trudeau's emissary for the G7, now senator, referred to it as our backyard. This is the language that Canada is using to refer to its intervention in Venezuela. Well, where does that language come from? That is the language of the ugly American, of U.S. imperialism, those upholding the so-called Monroe Doctrine. And that's why, as I submitted at the start, we should start talking about the Trudeau Doctrine. This is not just about Venezuela. This should be, everyone in Latin America should be worried about when the Canadian governments are talking about our backyard, our neighborhood, as a reason for intervening in Venezuela. That should scare everyone in the hemisphere. And so here we are in front of the federal government, and we should say no to Justin Trudeau's effort to overthrow Venezuela's government.